Hi, thanks for watching. Listen to me very closely. I know you have options. I make no delusions about that fact. But you're here watching me, so I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Thank you so much. This is for those who want and who can do more. You have options in the description below. May I suggest that you join our membership program. Check out the perks, pick the one that fits you best, and if you find nothing that interests you, then you can just simply donate to the channel's Buy Me a Coffee page. It helps a lot, but regardless of how you spend it, you watching from start to finish, liking, commenting, subscribing, bell notification, interacting with me in the community helps push the algorithm as well. So regardless of how you spin it, you are amazing, darling, okay? Thanks. Listen, as a membership perk, I can give you a shout out. And so I have to say, Mississippi Blondie, welcome! And you know what? All you new impactors, I see you. I see you. Thanks. So OnlyFans model Courtney is accused of murdering her boyfriend by plunging a serrated knife to his chest. The boyfriend didn't die right away. He took a while to pass away. So in my book, he was tortured to death. But I'm going to say alleged, right? For the sake of lawsuits so real. Now keep in mind, during her interrogation video that was released, people have called her a narcissist. And I'm going to point out to you the reason why I also believe she's a narcissist based on my personal experience from surviving the horrible abuse of a narcissist father. And also, my dad was diagnosed narcissist. Diagnosed, which never happens unless you're court ordered. Diagnosed narcissist. His patterns, exactly like all of those monsters. Well, most of them. Right? By the way, if you're wondering what the hell that is, still to the end of the video, I'm going to point those out. They're pretty cool. And if you are new here, my name is Alistair Nzekio, and this is my point of view. So the key here to understand is that there is a very fine line between a stress response, a reactive response, and between a narcissist trying to enchant you with what they want you to do. It's very murky, very muddy. And this is why a lot of the times people who survive narcissists are sensitive to it, because it takes a lot of years of abuse to be sensitive to that. In this first segment, I want to point out a few things. Number one is the detective is very submissive in his tone of talking and tone of voice. That is a kryptonite to a narcissist in this case. Number two, pay attention to her body language. Pay attention to what she says, because the action might reflect a normal person's behavior, but they cannot maintain this for long. Okay? There's a period of them pretending to be normal. Let's watch this out.
It was never for me.
Okay. Do you have you been diagnosed with any mental disability or anything like that? No? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna move over to this one. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will.
Okay, so before he read her rights, that position right here is a power play. Please, you just killed someone, allegedly. What? You're sitting into the room with all the detective power play, power posture. This is not a submissive posture. And the reason why is because the men in the room are giving the illusion that they're submissive. The guy in the far right is on his phone, slouch, right? The guy that's talking to her is like this. Hi. Very coy. These are body language of submission. She takes the opportunity and rises up. Mind you, her boyfriend is dead, right? I want you to picture this, picture that, because there's a clear difference. It's very fine, but once you see it, the line is very clear between a stress response, a pompous woman, and a concerned innocent. Okay?
Used against the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer or for advice before we ask any questions. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Would I be able to talk to my father? Because he's...
Okay. So when the rights were read to her, you saw that whole, she was like this. She was like, please, do you know who I am? He has no idea who I am, right? In her mind. But once the rights were read, there was something that shifted in her head where it clicked like, okay, this is real. And then she's going to exhibit a stress response. Because at that moment, it became about her, and she senses that. She realizes that. And she's like, oh crap. Oh, crap, I'm in trouble. This is the first time she really thought she was in trouble. Okay? Forget about before. Forget about all that crap. That was all an act. This is the first time this woman, Courtney Claney, really understands that she is and she might be in trouble. And then look at her stress response. Crosses her arm and more.
Pretty much acts as my attorney with, like,
Is
I
he
mean,
an
not like for
attorney?
stuff like this. Obviously, I've never been in this kind of situation.
Is he an attorney?
No. He's just... He just...
Well, we'll give you a chance
Wouldn't know what to do.
We'll give you a chance to talk to your father later. Okay.
I mean, before I'd like to speak to... I just feel like... I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think Christian will be fine, and I will be fine. I mean, there's no need.
You see all these self-soothing mechanisms she's did? Remember, before she was like this, power play, biting her nails. Now, all of a sudden, there's a high stress response. She's doing this. She's self-soothing. At the moment her rights were read, her mental state shifts. But then she says something there, which, when I saw that, I was like, oh, honey, she is, allegedly, but she is. She just said, I don't think I'm in trouble. I don't think I'm in trouble. She had one opportunity here to say, I want a lawyer. She said, in her mind, maybe I want to speak to my dad. The guys are like, is your dad a lawyer? She's like, no, he's not a lawyer, but. This is where Miss Courtney decides that she is smarter than the system. And she's going to spin a story that's going to get her out of this mess. Haven't we seen this before? Yes. All right? Let's see how this most intelligent, beautiful person in the world handles the court system. Like an idiot. Like all of you. Like all of you. Complete idiots. Idiots! Idiots!
But I just would like to talk to somebody.
No worries. I'm gonna be able to give you some time to talk to your dad or with anybody that you need to talk to. Okay.
And I want to go home and see my dogs, and I want to go to the hospital. Will I be able to do that tonight?
We took care of the dogs. We found someone.
Okay, she just plunged a knife this big in her boyfriend's chest. Blood everywhere. The boyfriend is unknown condition in the hospital. She thinks about her dog. Listen, dogs are part of the family. Totally understand. But if I had to choose between my dog and, I don't know, a friend, I'm sorry, Neftis. It's the hardest decision to choose. But let's be sensible here, right? But that's not even the point why I stop here. I stop here because I want to bring you guys to memory lane about what's the first thing they do. She's assessing the situation. Would I be able to go home tonight and do that? Right? So the first step is she decided she's going to take on the authorities, take on the system with her smarts. Now she wants to know, what the hell do you have on me? What the hell do you know? What do you know? She's gathering intelligence. How? Would I be able to go home tonight? I think that's pretty fair in her defense. That's pretty fair in her defense, right? But the officers, very good officers, by the way, they're still playing a submissive play. It gives her the confidence to be completely reckless with her words, right? They're not going to tell her. They're They're not gonna tell you, Courtney. They're not gonna tell you, Courtney, because they went to school for this, and you just, I don't know.
I believe your mom mentioned that's taken care of them before when you traveled. So
Love and thoughts.
yeah, so we got able to get a hold of them, and they're actually gonna be taking over there, just so you know. So they're taken care of. They're in good hands. They're probably actually already there now. Okay, so we took care of those because I know they were seeing you. They were going back and forth. And we seemed a little, you know. I know how dogs are. We're all dog lovers here. All three of us, you know, we also have dogs. So that's like family, and we took care of them. Just so you know.
Yeah, the female officer that was over there was talking to my mom and trying to get the food. Thank God.
They're in good hands.
Thank you. I want to be. I want to.
Yeah. By the way, keep note of her emotional state, because she has a lot more emotional response when they talk about her dog than when they talk about her boyfriend. Just keep that in mind, because she is crying here. Okay? Keep that in mind. Now, to go back to the dogs, the officer is like, woman, we've done this before. Your dog is over there at the kennel. No, I know it's not the kennel. I'm affecting something for people who think I'm being serious. No. Your dog's over there at the kennel. Don't worry. Sit down and answer her questions. But they said it in the nicest way. She has no idea that she just got stooped on. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm covering your face. Maybe I'll change her somewhere else. Maybe I'll put her over here or something. This is a dabbing grandma. She's doing this. Yeah. Anyway.
I want to be. I want to talk to my mom for an hour on the phone, and I want to go sit at the hospital. Am I going to be able to do that?
Do you see that? The officer just told her, you're not going anywhere. What does she do? I want to talk to my mom for an hour. Lady, you put a time frame on that? Really? That's okay. That's what goes through her mind. I'm going to talk to my mom for 59 minutes. 60 minutes. I swear I graduated college. Oh, come on. Can I do that? Really? So let's see what they say. She's gathering intelligence. She wants to know, how much do you know about me? What am I being charged with? Have we seen this before? Please. And look, I'll share with you a personal story with how my dad acted like this. Stupids. Nincompoops. Completely buffoons. Idiots. Stoops. I'm sorry. I'm getting heated. They get me so mad. Please, I get therapized. Don't worry.
So for right now, I can't give you an answer. Okay, we just have to go through everything. Because remember, this just happened, so I can't really give you a straight answer. If I do, I would be lying to you, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to lie to you. Okay. Just as well as I don't want you to lie to me. I don't want to lie to you. We want to be able to understand everything that went down today. Okay. As truthful
I had to pause there for a second. You see this? Listen. This is a power play. They're sitting down, but if you read the energy of the room, you could, without even thinking, you can sort of get an idea. If you remove the setting, you kind of see a little bit who's in charge, right? Just from the optic point of view. The woman, even the way she looks down on him, like this. Okay. She doesn't realize it. They cannot help it. They are a product of their disorder. They can't help it. She's being threatening. This is a power play, but it's a threatening one. The guy just told her, look, lady, you're not going anywhere. What happened to the crying? What happened to the emotions? What happened? All that went out the window and she just went like this? Really? Oh my God, look, the camera frame is not high enough. What's going on? Did I do something wrong with the setting? Oh, whatever. Maybe I got taller. No, I didn't. I'm too old for that. Anyway, let's continue. Please, this segment is almost over. Listen. Just follow along.
As we can be, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us?
Yeah. If I don't, what?
Boom. I'm sorry. I had to at the right moment. Let me tell you why she decided to say yes. Allegedly. Get off me. The reason why should I say yes is because she truly believes she's innocent. She truly believes she can charm her way out of this mess. She truly believes she can handle this because she is smarter, darling. She truly believes that. Please. You and I know better. You put me in handcuffs. Get out of here with this mess. I'm not playing games. This is serious. This is so serious. What? No, it's because she truly believes she's God's gift and she's smarter than all of us combined. It's unbelievable. That's why she was like, yes. Yeah. In her mind, she will weather the storm and come out of it alive.
If I don't, what happens? I mean, yeah.
It's your choice, it's your right. But at the end of the day, we just want to figure out what happened. Okay? We just want to hear your side of the story and what occurred. So we can piece this together and come to an understanding. Yeah?
Yeah, fortunately we weren't there, you know. You were, so there's no better person to tell it than you.
And it took so long for I don't know what I honestly, it was such a blur. I was on the phone with my mom. I don't know.
Is that for me right over here?
Yeah, you can reread it. Take your time, reread it again. Same thing you
This is where I would like to call my dad and say, can I just do this? Or should I have to get a lawyer?
Oh, things getting real. Look, also her body language, right? This power play is gone. It goes back to a self-soothing pose. Courtney has an inclination that this is bigger than her. Her subconscious is telling her, Courtney, but no, her condition allegedly, her condition is saying, no, Courtney, we are the most prettiest thing in the world. We're the smartest thing ever created, and we can handle all of this. We've done it before. You know why I say that like that? It's because in real life, this behavior is effective. Most of us are empathetic and sympathetic. Would you not feel a certain way if you saw a woman crying on the street? Help me. Would you feel something? In real life, it's effective. That's why narcissists are dangerous. That's why I tell you guys, run. They will spin circles around your head. The reason why this is not effective in the court of law, because these detectives are here for a purpose, darling, and they have a protocol to follow. And that's why your stoops or criminals think you can get away with this mess. Yeah.
Because I realized, like, how very serious this is. Like, I mean,
You see? Honestly. Yeah. She's pausing herself. She's like, oh God. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was sitting there in a freaking puddle of my boyfriend's blood, begging him to, like, please not, like, fucking give up on me. Like, man, like, this shit is fucking serious. So, I mean, I don't think I'm necessarily in trouble, but, like, I just would like to...
This is the second time she says, I don't think I'm necessarily in trouble. The first time she said, nothing will happen to me, and this is another... Look, these words coming out of her mouth is an indication of her mind state. In her mind, she believes she did nothing wrong, even though she's the one who took the knife. The knife was about this long, y'all. It was bigger than this. Okay? Was it this? Maybe it was this big. Please, it doesn't matter if the knife was this big. Get out of here! Ow! Right? It doesn't even matter. You took a knife and stabbed me on it. Please, it doesn't matter. Please, I keep covering this two thing. I have to move them. Do you know what I mean? She truly, I told you. It's this pompous, highfalutin. It's this air of like, it's pretentious. It's also capricious. It's all of the above. They are the most dangerous beings in the world because it works. They play on your emotional goodwill. Most people are nice people. These MF play on the goodwill of good people. There's nothing more criminal to me than that.
I mean,
Can I just talk to? I mean, I have. This happened, and the whole situation happened, and I haven't talked to anybody who needs anything.
No, I understand.
Okay. This part right here, she knows very well. She knows very well that this scenario requires her to sign her will to speak. She understands that. And so she's going to pull out a card. She's going to pull out what I call a trap card. It's like, you want me to talk? Want me to sign? I want you to, like, she's going to do a power play. She's going to pretend like, I want to speak to a lawyer. Should I speak to a lawyer? And maybe I don't know if I should speak to you. Oh, maybe I should speak to a lawyer. She's going to make the officers uncomfortable. She wants to assert an airplay of dominance to remind them, like, I'm aware of what my rights are. So don't F with me, because I will call a lawyer right here, right now. Please, watch this.
Right now,
Okay,
right
well, you
now,
know what?
Okay.
What?
No,
I've never been in this kind of situation. I could.
Did you see that tease? You know what? What? Did you see that tease? Please, Courtney. Please, you think you're slick.
You can talk to them later, because.
But before I talk to you guys, why can't I talk to them beforehand?
Well, because I would like to understand what's going on.
I know, but like if I say, hey, is it cool if I sign a constitutional rights waiver
Because
when my boyfriend
your dad
has
is
like.
not a lawyer.
Yeah, if you're an adult, if you were a
Well,
minor,
he would be the one who would.
If
He
you were
handles
under
my
18,
lawyer too.
If you were under 18, then yeah, I would provide you a phone call to your father. But you're over 18, so.
I don't feel like it. I mean, when it comes to my parents.
Yeah, I get you. I feel the same way with my parents. You know, I still go to them too for questions that they've dealt with in the past.
Okay.
You know.
My dad handles my. I'm so freaking out right now a little bit. Like I want to go to the hospital and I want to just call my fucking mom. And I know that I do not get that right. I know it. But here's the thing: is that this is constitutional rights waiver. My dad handles my lawyer. I'm not going to take a court-appointed lawyer. My dad handles my lawyer. I would not be calling my lawyer. So my dad is the first person who I'd call, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been in a situation like this where somebody's in a hospital.
Yeah.
I've never been in this kind of situation. That's why, like, I don't want to do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I mean, it's your decision at the end of the day. But
What happens if not?
If not, then that's it. We don't talk about what happened to him. We just have to take the stories that we've been told from the people next door and previous situations, and try and narrow it down to what happened today.
you get a much better picture, a much better idea coming from you who was there today than us trying to piece it together
From other
people
people's
that weren't
mouth.
in there, you know. There's no better story to get than yours who was there. So which is why we prepare from you, but you know, like you said, it's your decision if you want to or not. But for us to obviously proceed and make a better decision for all of us, it's getting your story, you know. You were there, you know, you were so you
My boyfriend is.
You see that? She negotiated her signature. I'm telling you, they're naturally difficult. She negotiated her signature, and her body play changed again. She believes she's in a position of power. The two officers never once changed their positional play. Smart, This is what I'm telling you. These detectives go to school for these monsters like that. Please, you don't think they don't have training for this? Look how they keep this submissive play the entire time. Courtney has no idea who she's dealing with. Professionals, Courtney. Do you know what I mean? She's the one who goes up and down in her power play, up and down in her stress response. But notice how when she's negotiating her signature, she's like, "Oh, please make me sign," because she knows she knows she's well aware they want that signature, and she's like, "You want my signature? What do I get?" Didn't we hear that before? For people, you know, yeah, of course, you guys have experience. This is how we met. But for power play, she's bartering. For what? I don't know. What does she want? Go home? Yeah, she's bartering for her freedom. You want to talk to me? Confirm with me that I get to go home. Detective was smart. The detective are telling her that, look, if you don't sign this paper, we have to piece together a story. And what do narcissists love the most? Story spinning. Courtney would not miss the opportunity to spin her story. That is what interested her. That's a great barter, because in her mind, she's like, oh, great. I get to do what I do best. Charm people, enchant people. Hi. Oh, sure. Can you buy me a drink? Yeah. She is going to revel in that element. Guess what happens next?
Not dead, is he?
Well, he can't talk to us right now. Either way, he's in the hospital.
Jack is his homicide.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's like the Dexter vibe. All of those things are like.
I believe they explained to you on scene. It's Sunday, so Sunday domestic violence units don't work. So we handle their calls anytime we get any type of domestic violence calls. We handle it for them, and so that's why we were raised from the beginning.
Can I go and come back?
No, unfortunately, no, I can't. It's steps, you know. Once we handle this, and we'll go to the next step. And
is there a chance I'm gonna go home tonight?
I don't have a definite answer for you.
Okay, well, I'll just.
Third time she's asked that. She's assessing the scene. She wants to see how much do you know about me? How bad is this? And she is bartering her signature for that answer.
So the time is...
I need to
8 p.m.
There's blood up in my...
So at that moment, she finally gives in, and she lets out a sigh. Okay. And the reason why she lets out a sigh and she allows herself to move forward with this process is because they reassured her that she will get the opportunity to story spin. And honey, narcissists love to talk about themselves. Narcissists love to tell you how great they are, how much they make no mistakes, how perfect they are, how smart they are, how beautiful they are, how much money they have, how much beautiful family they are. Look how beautiful my wife is. Look how beautiful my kids are. Look. They love doing that. They could talk your ear off about themselves. There's nothing more worse than having a conversation with a narcissist. It's like, oh my God, get the fuck away from me.
So let's start from the start. You guys were supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happened after that?
Like I said.
So there, she's crossing her arms, a little upset because she gave the go. So she lost this battle in her mind. But in her mind, she won a little bit. She gets to spin her story. And now she has to think very quickly of what the story is going to be. I'm not going to get into the details of the story, but I'm going to point out a few more stuff. As a thought, I want you to pay attention to the series of events that just happened up to this first segment. She plunged the knife into her boyfriend's chest. The boyfriend bleeds everywhere. She's covered in his blood. Authorities arrive. First, she calls the authorities, maybe her mom or whatever, right? The boyfriend is still very much alive and complaining that he can't feel anything. Yeah, because you're losing too much blood, boyfriend. Anyway, that's not even the point. The point is that she knows exactly what happened. She took the knife and plunged it. I don't say alleged. Get out of here, Sue Sticks. She did that, right? As the authorities arrive and people are like, lady, where is the mistake here? Give me your hands. Click, click. Right? She finds her way over there to the interrogation room. First thing she does, she complains. I'm covered in blood. I'm so sorry. Who cares? Who cares? You know how serious this is? Second thing she does is, I want to see my dogs. I want to see my dogs. Who cares? You plunge a knife into someone's chest. Her stress response has nothing to do with anybody else but herself. That is a very narcissistic trait, allegedly. Right? It doesn't end here. When she starts to realize that, oh my God, I might be in trouble. Oh my God. Then she goes into the offensive. I should say, I would say defensive. No. Then she goes into the offensive. Because she believes she's smarter than everybody else combined in the world. She's like, oh, please, officers, do you know who I am? I am Courtney Claney. I can wiggle myself out of anything. She challenges the process. She challenges due process. She's very well aware of what she did. She knows very well where she's at because she understands the power of that signature. She understands the power of that agreement. She knows they cannot talk to me unless I agree to it. So therefore, she knows she has the right to a lawyer. She talks about her right. Yeah. And she mentions 3 times, nothing's going to happen to me. Nothing's going to happen to me. Nothing's going to happen to me. Because she believes it. To come to this thought process, it's very, very elaborated. This is not something that, you just stumbled upon. There's a lot of premeditation that occurs in her mind. But her condition prevents her from seeing another point of view. And because her conditions tells her she's the most beautiful thing, smartest thing in the world, therefore, she can handle this without a lawyer. Do you understand this? Let's go to the next segment. Oh, please, it only gets better. This is just part 1, darling. Let's go, next segment. Okay, so now this segment is where we're going to see how she reacts to the news of her boyfriend that's no longer alive. But let's first analyze a few seconds before, or a minute before, or whatever before, okay? Let's just take this out first.
Yeah, and I said, I don't have a problem with that. This is not a who stabbed Christian case. This is, we know what happened. We know part of what happened.
So I will feel so much better once they just say he's stable.
Yeah,
I've been asking so much.
That's what we're waiting for. Okay.
I feel like at the end, if he's not, that's a lot worse for me. But if he's not, that's just a lot worse for everybody.
Okay. She's been asking if the boyfriend has been stable. A lot of people were saying, oh my gosh, she's just a poor girl who didn't know what she was doing. She did it by mistake. Listen to me very carefully. There is no mistake. When you take a weapon and you plunge it into someone's chest, what you need to understand is that there is a long history of abuse from her to him. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, psychological abuse. She felt as if his life was his. She felt as if his life was hers. Sorry. Oh, English. She felt as if his life was hers to do whatever she pleases with. In that particular moment, she deemed he was not worthy of life. That's why she took the knife and plunged it into his chest, allegedly. Well, no. Oh, yeah, allegedly. Leave me alone. Right? So the comment when she just mentioned, if he dies, it's going to be really worse for me. Honey, Courtney, what about his mom, dad, friend, best friend, teacher? What about the people in the ripple sphere of his influence? To give you an idea that in her mind, it's all about her. And this, let me tell you, this is a real trait of a narcissistic person. Even at the darkest moment, it's about her. Even when someone dies, it's about her. It's about them. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something. Why? Again, my experience is a mirror copy to all the narcissists that we cover. I can sniffle them like a hound. I can smell you. Okay? I'll tell you why. Well, I'll give you a story. When my grandmother passed away, my father's mother, okay, she was the only one. First of all, when she was alive, she told my mom, she says, I know exactly what's going on. I am so sorry. My son is a monster. Hi, Dad. She did say that. And she said to my mom, if you ever want to talk, please call me and talk. Okay? My father kept my grandmother away from us, and he would tell her a story. Oh no, your kids are great, my wife, so your daughter-in-law is so busy, all that stuff. And he would tell us a different story. And essentially, he kept us apart, and he had different narrative for both of us. When my grandmother passed away, he didn't tell any of us. He knew exactly how much my grandmother loved her grandchildren. Right? At that moment of her death, it was all about him. He made it spiteful about him. In her will, because she had a will. In her will, she left us something. It wasn't much, but she left her grandkids something. No, he's not going to give it to us. Please. It's not even worth fighting for, Dad. Because you got bigger fish coming for you. You have no idea. Anyway, to give you an idea, even in the moment of death, it's all about them. How disastrous, isn't it?
So we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could, and
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay. There's no fucking way.
You know what she's doing right there? She's taking her pulse. She's taking her pulse. And I'm going to give you a spoiler, because this is irritating watching this again. I'm going to give you a spoiler. She is affecting concern. Taking her pulse. When's the last time you stopped and took your pulse when you're having traumatic moments? Are you serious? Are you serious? Who sits there and takes their pulse and counts? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you serious? Where's the clock? There's no clock. How is she taking her pulse? Right? There's no clock. So if, let's just say she's taking her pulse for real, genuine purposes, the way to take your pulse, you have no clocks to count to 5 and count how many pulses you get within 5 seconds and add a 0 at the end of it. Are you serious? Do you know how hard it is? Do you know how much mental space that takes to do that? That's multitasking on another level. It's enough about that. I'm going to press play. I'm really annoyed.
Christian died? Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah. Relax. You'll be fine.
No.
She asked for a hug, doesn't take it. Listen, I will tie it all together in case you're throwing tomatoes at me. Look, I'll dodge them all, and I catch one and eat it.
Calm down. Take deep breaths.
Now she's going to affect that she's going to throw up because her emotional state is so high, she's going to throw up.
Just take deep breaths. You're going to be okay?
I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents and get them over here.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself.
You won't be.
After this.
You know why she said that? Because the person next to her has told her that the police station over there is concerned about her mental health. She's using that information as a weapon to justify why she needs to be let go, let out, get out, and leave. This is not an act. Let's continue.
No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Christian is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
I know, I just can't believe it.
I'll talk to your parents. I'll get them. I'm gonna get your parents here ASAP.
We spoke to your parents, and they're trying to do everything possible to get here as soon as possible as well.
Do what?
To get your parents, for them to come over here. So they're doing everything possible right now to find a way to get down here.
She looked at the camera. Point this out. She looked at the camera. She's put on a show. Stay with me. I will tie her all together after her antics are done. Yes.
Just take deep breaths.
I've been crying so much,
Don't.
and I just can't even cry right now.
Let me explain something to you in case you're like, oh my God, poor girl, she has. Listen to me very closely. To make a statement, as in, you look at the person to you next to you, you stare at them, and you look at their eyes, and you tell them, I've been crying so much, that's why I'm not crying. To make such a statement means you are very well aware of two things. You're aware of the news that was given to you, and you are aware of what the norm expectation of your reaction should be. Because you were not able to deliver, you are making excuses as to why you are not delivering into the expectation. Are you serious? Is this what goes through your mind if you are truly concerned about the results of someone's death? I might add, your boyfriend, I might add, you're concerned about your outward shell is not affecting enough? Narcissists care because all they care about is the image. She was not able to deliver on the image of a concerned, distraught girlfriend. Really? Before, sure, you could say trauma is felt different. Stress is felt different. That sentence at the end of her act means she was acting and she was not able to deliver. So therefore, she's an excuse as to why she was not able to deliver. At the beginning of the video, I told you, right? She cried for her dogs because she can't feed them, walk them. Tears flew down her face for her dogs. But for the boyfriend that she plunged a serrated knife in, not a single tear. I cried too much. Oh, but you were not crying. Wait, so what happened with the dogs you cried for? I cried too much. That's why I'm not crying. Mm-hmm. Another point also I want to point out, and this is for everybody who thinks this is just a random white girl pretending to be startled. Listen to me. This is irritating. Listen to me. I'm going to replay this clip. And we're going to go through how long it takes her to pretend this act before she says that stupid sentence.
Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could. And
Christian is dead.
Yep.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay. No, there's no fucking way. Christian died? Okay. Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah. Relax. You'll be fine.
No.
Calm down. Calm down. Take deep breaths. Just take deep breaths. You're going to be okay?
I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents and get them over here.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself.
You won't be.
After this. No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Christian is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
I know, I just can't believe it.
I'll talk to your parents. I'll get them. I'm gonna get your parents here ASAP.
We spoke to your parents, and they're trying to do everything possible to get here as soon as possible as well.
To what?
To get your parents, for them to come over here. So they're doing everything possible right now to find a way to get down here.
Deep breaths. Just take deep breaths.
I've been crying so much,
Don't.
and I just can't even cry right now.
2 minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds before she gives us an explanation as to why she's not crying. I hate to break it to you guys. Listen, I hate for those who say she's just a distraught girl. Listen to me. When something doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And also, a good way to judge, put yourself in that shoes. Is that what you would be concerned about? That you're not affecting enough of a distress signal? Would that be something you cared about if you're someone you say you care about passed away? Would you care about what you are affecting? Or would you just allow yourself to feel things? Why would that thought cross your mind? A thought crosses her mind because she understands the news. She understands the scene she's in. She understands she's being recorded. She understands this recording can be used against her. Okay? She also understands that everybody's watching. She understands she has to react. She understands how she has to react. And she understands that people have an expectation of a reaction. And that expectation equals, if I care about my boyfriend like I say I do, I can't be laughing. No, not the right signal. I can't be twirling my hair. No, not the right signal. I must be distraught. I must increase my breathing. I must act like I'm gonna pass out. I must act like I'm gonna throw up. Oh, but the most important of all, wait, no, maybe I asked for a hug, but not pretend like you're frazzled. But the most important of all, I must cry. This is what you don't understand. True trauma comes the way it comes. You don't have to act like this to show someone you're going through something. No, you don't have to. Some people when they get bad news, they do nothing. They don't even blink. They do nothing. I can tell you what nobody says. I'm sorry, I'm not crying. Not 2 minutes in, I can tell you that much. Maybe next week, maybe tomorrow, maybe a few hours later. But this is the shock of the news. You process it the way you process. Nobody has expectation of that. But when you say, I'm sorry for not crying, what are you trying to convince me of? Do you understand where I'm going with this? And then you compare this segment with the first one when she was crying all over the place with her dog. Crying all over the place. Am I going to go home? Crying all over the place. Where's my dad? Crying her eyes out when it was about her. But no, darling, this is about him. Oh, I don't care. She doesn't care. I'm telling you. Listen, I know someone said in the comments below, it's very hard to leave. Sometimes leaving is dangerous. You're 100% correct. Leaving a narcissist, it's dangerous. You're 100% correct. 100% correct. All I can tell you is run. You know your situation better than me. But all I can tell you, if the solution of staying is not a solution, run away. Get away from a narcissist. Your life is in danger. I'm not even playing. your life is in danger. It gradually gets worse every single time. Because they have no limit. They believe that they own you. They have no limit. They believe that without them, you are nothing. Therefore, you will never leave them. And the moment you decide to leave them, it's like a calamity. Then your life is forfeit, allegedly. Right? That's what goes through their stupid, demented mind. This part sent me through the roof. Because someone's life is gone. Someone's dead. She can't even act right.
Just take deep breaths. It's a shock. Just relax. Try to relax. And
Okay.
we're gonna get you somebody here.
I got you. If you take the heart rate, it's going to be 110. Please. You know what a heart rate of a person going through a shock? What, like, you don't understand. That can make you pass out. I'm curious to, like, I'll be curious to see, like, because you, look. My heart rate is now, please. Look, I can do it right now. Okay, let's check. Please, 55. Okay? Please. I pretended I was 140. You know what, detectives? Just for giggles. Okay, put on this thing, please. Let's check your heart rate. And we can just cackle together. Idiot.
Okay.
Holy shit.
She can't get the tears, darling. She's like, what the fuck? What the facts? What the facts? Hi, YouTube, it's Facts, the fax machine. What the facts? Where are the tears? What the facts? She's not getting the tears, darling.
I wanted to be at the hospital. If anything happened to him, I just wanted to be at the hospital. I begged, can I please go to the hospital? I mean, obviously, they put me in cuffs at my house, but, like, I begged, can I please go to the hospital? Oh, my God, our friends. Oh, my God. Mom. Me?
It's been a long day.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and it's going to be the same thing. And, yeah. And, okay, that's the last time I ever talked to him. It's the last time anybody ever talks to him.
I like how she killed him, allegedly, and then she's worried about the ripple effect of her actions. This is what I keep telling you all the time. Watch what you say and do. Because you know what? You might pretend a certain way, but your mindset might make you do Freudian slips all over the place. True fight and flight, you're not worried about what the other person thinks of you. She did not have a response. She did not have a true try and flight response. That sentence cancels any of that. I picked that up. It cancels any of that. Worried about how you are perceived. This is after she cried, after she did all of that antics. She didn't cry. I was being silly. After she did all of that mess. Again, this is, I want to prove to people who think she's innocent and she's just a confused girl who just, oops, stab, oops, right? Listen to this. And then you come back here and say otherwise. Listen.
I swear I was holding him for so effing long. And the security lady was standing right there, and I was like, why are they taking so effing long? And I was just sitting there, just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. What happens now?
You know.
And I do have another question. Damn, that's not fair for his mom and shooting to come and see him. And his birthday is in 8 days. Who has been called for him?
Nobody has yet. We're still trying to find his family's information.
Do you have a contact number for them? Maybe it's in your phone?
It might be.
I wanted to get it in the last segment because I wanted to prove a point. And a lot of you guys who follow me for these stories, you already know where I'm going with this if you caught it. So, her boyfriend is dead. She's affecting a reaction. She apologized for not reacting the way we expected her to do. Fine. You give her the pass. It's just a confused young girl who didn't know what she was doing. She was just eyes closed and stabbed someone. Okay. You know who she blames? The police didn't come here fast enough. The security guard even standing next to me. Why did it take so long to come and help him? I have an answer for you. Traffic. I have an answer for you. Teleportation does not exist. I have an answer for you. Natural time of events. I have a natural answer for you. You didn't have to stab him. I'm not even finished. I have more. She said it's not fair. It's not fair. If you were so concerned about someone's passing that you allegedly love, why would things not being fair pop up into your head? What's not fair? The fact that she is here. The fact that she said she's the real victim. It's not fair. He beats me. It's not fair while I'm here. It's not fair. Haven't we heard that before? 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 I'm not finished. Then she says, who has been called? He's dead, right? We have friends. His birthday's in the corner. Who has been called? Do you know why she asked who has been called? She's trying and hoping to control the narrative. Haven't we seen that before? Haven't we seen that before? Oh, God damn it. These 3 points is a clear indicative of where her mindset is. She does not believe she's guilty. She does not believe that she should be where she's at. She does not believe that that she's the reason why he died. The person who's have fault for why she dies is your authority. It's not getting there fast enough. And I need to make sure I tell this story to everybody else who will listen. That's why it's not fair that I'm stuck here with this narrative and I'm not able to control the narrative and calling people and telling them really my version of the story. I was a battered woman. And over there in the room, he just yelled at me a little too hard and I snapped. And I took the knife and I was plunged into his chest. And the authorities came too late. That's why he died. Courtney. The reason why this gets me so heated, and you've seen me get heated with this monster, you see me get heated almost. But this one, it's because it's beyond just the act of the killing. It's a disrespect. It's a disrespect not only to the victim's family, to the victim himself, to the authorities. Please, that's my tax dollars. Do you understand? We are in there. We are in there. Us, we are in there. We're involved. Disrespect to the viewer. You think we're stupid? Do you think we're stupid? That's why it gets me so heated. It's a X on all the chart. That's why I get so mad. It is a level of inconsideracy that is unimaginable. And I live my life through being considerate. Don't get me wrong. I have my moments. I'm not perfect. And one thing I could tell you that right off the bat. I'm always considerate until you cross a line, but I'm always considerate. Yeah, I won't insult you. If I really need to insult you, I'll do it. I have ways, but not like that. Not the way you think. Because the ripple effect is beyond me. That's why I get so heated when I go to stories like this. Did I explain this correctly? Did I get my thoughts out correctly? Courtney. Am I going to follow this case? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. It depends. But this was supposed to be a surprise to you guys. Actually, this was supposed to come out at the end of this month. But Darrell Brooks came in and really annoyed the ish out of us with his antics of representing himself. So I figured this would be great content operating flow because they're both real narcissists and there's a lot of they mirror action together. So that's why I brought it up sooner. Yeah. Let's go to my Let's Talk segment. Okay. So actually, you know what? This is for the new guys who make it this far. So I explain to you what any of this is, right? So this is a new story this month that we're going to talk about. It's about I forgot her name. It's about the lady who shot her husband as a suicide pact, but she shot the husband, but she decided not to complete the pact and she didn't shoot herself. This is the 6-year-old with a gun who shot the teacher in the stomach. The teacher survived. I got news for this one. Honey, Friday, see you there. This is Chandler Halderson, the guy who cut up his parents. Chop, chop, chop. This is Sarah Boone, the criminal who convinced her boyfriend to jump in a suitcase, zipped the suitcase up, tumbled it up and down the stairs, and the boyfriend didn't come out alive. This is Brian Koberger. I need to change his position. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I forgot to change it during the thing. Hold on. There. Okay. Perfect. This is Brian Koberger. Yeah. The Idaho 4 students murderer, alleged murderer. Get out of here with your shoe sticks. And this is the star of the show. This is Darrell Brooks. This represents Darrell Brooks. I have more surprise. So, I hope this doesn't break the internet. In the editing, I'm going to show you this picture. Ta-da! Look! This is Daddy Bailiff. Daddy Bailiff. Listen, there's a story behind that. Daddy Bailiff is a mascot of this channel. As I was born, and this channel was born, we grew together, and we made a lot of inner jokes together. And, we were just being silly and stupid. And you know what? It was really fun. So what I decided to do, thanks to the help of one of you who gave me the idea, thank you. And so Daddy Bailiff is gone on vacation. Where he's gone on vacation? He's gone on vacation to Florida. This is Vacation Daddy Bailiff, and he is holding the Sarah Boone suitcase with someone inside. It's not George. He's having a nice burger. Wait, so I don't cover it. He's having a nice burger because he's hungry. And he's gone on vacation, darling, because he is tired of all your criminals. So Daddy Bailiff logo is going to be plastered on the PACT channel store. Daddy Bailiff. Look, I've been working on this for quite a while. And I've had to go through, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. When I come up here with a pop-up, there's a lot of behind the scenes that happens. I had to get legal approval. Oh, please. I had to get a whole bunch of stuff that needs to happen before this came out. Even the way he looks needs to be legally approved. Thank God it worked. But the first design didn't work. The first design was like, no, take it out. Redo it. Yeah. So, the store is open. Daddy Bailiff, it's open. But moving forward, I think this was a genius idea. My mind is all mumbo jumbled. I can't think of your name. Maybe I plastered if I remember. You know what? Why don't you tell me who you are so I can thank you properly who came up with the idea? Listen, moving forward, Daddy Bailiff it's a mascot. Daddy Bailiff is going to go through an adventure with us. So right now he's on vacation to Florida, but who knows? Maybe he might get a wife, have a baby. Who knows? Oh, by the way, he went to Florida on vacation and dropped his scissors. Anyway, who knows? And as we progress along, what's going to happen, because this wall, because I plan on being here for as long as I can. So this wall will get full very quickly. So I need to condense all these criminals together. And so there'll be a wall of Daddy Bailiff going through his journey through life with us. Right? Isn't that cool? Yeah, Daddy Bailiff. Daddy Bailiff. Daddy Bailiff. Daddy Bailiff. Daddy Bailiff. Okay, anyway. So that's the news. Oh my God, I'm working so hard. No, you have no idea. Behind the scenes, honey. Please, sleep? What is that? I don't know what sleep is anymore. My God. All I know is coffee. So many moving pieces. This is hard. This is really hard. This is hard, the other day I was like, I almost wanted to say out loud, I was like, Christopher, I think I'm struggling. And Chris says to me, he's like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And I was like, can you make me coffee? He's like, sure I can. This is hard. This is a hard job. Please. This is why, look, I always say there's what you think, and then there's a reality. And honey, I give you another thing what's hard. I ordered I ordered a camera for the live. It hasn't come here yet. I had to call the company yesterday and be like, listen to me very closely. It's been over a month. What do you mean it's not here yet? It's not even delivered? You better go out there and start producing. I don't have your mind. A month behind. Yeah, so they were nice, and I said it nicely. Yeah. But, I was firm. I was stern. I was like, okay, you have options here. Give me my money back, cancel the order, because I'm going to go elsewhere. Or else. Get out of here with that. A month and a half. So they shipped it overnight. It's coming today or tomorrow. Yeah, come on. It's a little overkill here. COVID is over. COVID is not over. But, I mean, the backlog from COVID has reduced. COVID is not over. But, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that happens here. And, I do my best to keep up. It's hard. And I tell you another secret, and then I do have to go, is that a lot of times when I struggle, when I find myself struggling, I think of you. Isn't that stupidly sappy? Isn't that silly? I'm like, oh, but my people, my friends, just go, just do it, just go. Because remember, I have a daughter, so I'm not compromising that time. When Olympia says, Papa, give me my time, I said, yes, my darling. Yes, my darling. I can't wait till I can say no. It's so ridiculous how much yes do I have to say? It's like I'm enchanted. Look, Olympia is like, give me the narcissist enchantment. I'm enchanted. What? How can this baby, I have yet to, I'm not even upset. I'm not even upset. It's almost like baby makes you so docile. You don't even realize where you are. Like, where am I? Lollipops and bunnies? Sure, it's ridiculous. What? They make you so docile. I don't know how people who hurt babies, you are sick. People who hurt children, you are sick. You're sick. You're sick. You're sick. What? People who hurt animals too. Sick. How? How? Anyway. Oh, Olympia. Look, I'm thinking of... Okay, enough. Wait. And then, so yeah, I do think about you for strength. I saw all your comments about your superpowers. Oh, you guys are so funny. This is cool. My superpower is control time. And then one of you has the same power. Because, who doesn't want to live forever? Narcissist? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I want to control time because, and I don't know if I told you this, and that's why I think my past life would have been a journalist, because people's point of view interests me. I'm very really interested in other people's way of thinking, point of view. I find that fascinating. I find the human condition fascinating, and I think that's what I get into science to begin with, because I find things fascinating in the most mundane stuff. And yeah, with time, I can just pause it and analyze without wasting time. What? How good is that? Oh, pause, take a sleep, wake up well rested, resume. What a mess. Oh, and then with time, you know what I would do with time? Oh, I don't want to cry. Wait. I want to talk to my grandmother, my dad's mother. You know what she used to do a lot? So she would call me, Anisse. My name is Alistair. But she didn't speak French very well. So she would say, Anisse. It was the most funniest thing ever. And all she cared about is to make sure I ate. No matter where I was, she's like, did you eat? Courtney, you see this? Courtney, did you eat? Oh, she cared about us. I ate. And then, because she had my grandmother on my father's side, she had a lot of property too. Oh, God, these people. And we would go together farm. We spent all day out in the field. And she would break her back planting those potatoes, and I'd be running around like an idiot, climbing trees, eating bananas off the tree. I would be doing stupid stuff. And I would get in so much trouble. I would come home and I'd be all dirty. And then I get yelled at. My grandma would literally, because my father would yell at me, like really yell at me. Something hit me. For what? For being a kid. And she would, my grandmother would, she would defend me. Yeah. She'd be like, listen, you touch my grandson again. Damn it. I control this mess all the time. You have no idea how much, I get triggered by a lot of things, and I've learned to control a lot of this mess. I get therapized once a month since I was 19 years old. Please, my therapist is a goddess. And some things I just can't control. That's why you might ask yourself, why is it so heated up? Because sometimes I don't even know. It just stirs up. It just stirs up. And oh my God, you see, look, at the beginning, I used to, every time I would cry with Dara Brooks, with the Spark, oh, come on, Alistair, stop it. With a Spark Boy, I couldn't record with these eyeballs. I would pause it, wait until the red disappears, and do it again. It was recording torture. It was recording and editing torture. It was a mess. Oh, okay. I'm sorry for crying. Some people didn't like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just rose up. I'm good. I'm good at controlling it from the camera. I've been good. I'm sorry. Anyway, I have to go. I have to edit now. Bye. Courtney. Bye.